I was probably either 15 or 16, and it was at a record store in Berkeley called Rather Ripped Records. Gary Moore's first solo album, now that I think about it. But I remember flipping it over, and there was a live shot of Thin Lizzy on stage, outdoor festival during the day, and there's a picture of Gary Moore, his guitar bent all the way back. And I remember looking at that shot going, what an amazing live shot, and what a cool Les Paul. I wish someday I have a Les Paul that cool. I actually said that about Greeny. Decades later, there's the very guitar in my hands. I don't know, it's just like, I felt like I was just destined to have that guitar. It has so much history, and that history, knowing that history is so inspiring to me. Knowing that Peter Green's hands have been on it, Gary Moore's hands have been on it, and then this whole slew of other players, Jeff Beck, Jimi Hendrix, George Harrison, Rory Gallagher, full on invoking the spirit of those players. Their players' essence is in Greeny. So when I pick up that guitar, it's inspiring, and the sound, when I hit a note, I just want to stay on it. There's no need to play a bunch of fast notes when one really well-executed note says it all. Greeny has those notes everywhere on the neck. You just hit a note and you're just like, oh man. When I have Greeny, if people want to play it, even complete strangers, I go, sure, play it all you want. I mean, Greeny means so many things to so many people, and it means so many things to me. And so the opportunity to be able to fulfill that wish that other people might have, and, to have their own Greeny, is finally coming around, with Gibson putting out the most exact version of Greeny that I've ever seen. It was really important that the middle pickup sound was there. That's the first thing other guitar players would check. And I kept on telling Cesar, it needs to be more out of phase. They did an MRI on the entire guitar, X-rays of it, and took every single sort of measurement you could possibly take. When I felt like that middle position sound was there, that was it. I said to him, we're ready to fly, man. We're ready to fly. Greeny's neck is so worn down on the backside. There's hardly any finish. Kind of has, I guess, what people call a velvet feel. When I grabbed the neck, it felt right, kind of beefy, but still playable. But, the lack of finish also was really important. That was equally as important as, having the center position together. Then I knew that everything else would just fall in place. I hope they're just as inspired as I am when I pick up Greeny and plug it in, and just a tone that feels like it can free up, whatever emotions are inside of you, and just coax them out. Inspiration to me, I recognize as a super powerful thing, because, in the first 2 or 3 years of playing guitar, I was in a world of wonder. I was so inspired by all these great players and all the music I was hearing. Daydream about the point when I became, so accomplished that I could sound like the music I was listening to. If you're inspired, the rate of growth and an advancement is so much deeper. My hope is that people get their version of Greeny and get inspired to make great music. Really, all I ask for of the future generations of guitar players who are going to come after me, I hope they make great music with these Greeny editions.